All right, peace. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So I'm just going to get right into it. We're going to talk about the difference between twin flame and soulmate. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button. So we're going to talk about the difference between the two. All right. Um, and understand, overstand, because a lot of people are not understanding the journey. So, I do videos like this for people to understand. Now, there are going to be people who disagree based off of their own belief system and their own lifestyle, and that's fine. But that's going to be between you and your God, your most high, whatever it is. But the truth is the truth, and it's not going to be pretty, okay? We live in a world where it's based off of lies, okay? That anybody can say anything and it'll be perfectly fine. And I'm not saying you have to believe me, it's your choice. But there is definitely an awakening happening, and the only thing that's going to free you is the truth, all right? People are going to have they've already had children, they've already got married. Some people already married these so called soulmates. You feel what I'm saying? Some people, they did that, A connection with your soul cannot be broken. And that's just that. And people have a hard time accepting their life lessons. Okay. So you get a lot of people that say, well, my twin flame don't want me. So I'm just going to go and find a soulmate. Sounds real nice. Sounds real simple, right? But people fail to realize there is a difference between your twin flame, what they will call your other half of yourself, and somebody who is not the other half of yourself. There is only one connection that your source, your God, will connect you with. Now, you will get along with people. Some people you can get along with, as you should on this planet. We're supposed to get along with each other, supposed to love and respect each other. But that don't make these people the one. That just means you're living in a world full of righteous people. But in this case, we're not. We're living in a world of people who are selfish, who are nasty, who are greedy. You have to understand, while you're on this journey, it takes you on a road of truth, from your family to your friends to your children to your lovers. It helps you get back on the path of truth. It reflects to you the wrong you've done, and you have to correct it. All right. So that's what being on a journey with the twin flames is about. Okay. Oneness, self love, unconditional love. Okay. A lot of us been misled by the illusion. Run to somebody who's going to love you for you. Love them, hold them, don't let them go, right? But a lot of people get in this journey and they realize that the love that they were taught was never unconditional. It was very conditional, right? So when we look at our twin flame, we hate them to a certain extent with physical. We love them on the unconditional love aspect, but we don't quite understand it because we don't quite understand what we're going through. Because guess what? This was not something that was taught to you. So now you're on a journey to find out what it is, right? It's new to you. So you have to ask yourself, right? This is new to me. Never had this experience in my life. So I searched on YouTube and found twin flame videos. First I ran into a soulmate video. I ran into a soulmate video, right? A lot of us run into that soulmate video because we thought that's who it was, right? A soulmate. And we realized that that's not it. That's not it, right? We realized that this soulmate ideology, this soulmate uh, teachings is not the person that we're experiencing right now. It's bigger than that, right? You learn that part real quick when you realize that this person is not the one on that aspect. This person is not a soulmate. This person is deeper than that. It's much more than that. So you come across the video of Twin Flames, soul connection, right? Soul recognition. Very fucking real, y'all. Very fucking real. So we become worldly and we tolerate worldly shit. You become a mere man and you become a mere woman when you accept a soulmate or what you believe is a soulmate. When you looked up this topic, you knew off rip this wasn't it. So why would you accept it when you realize your partner is unaccepted to your toxic behavior, to your over controlling narcissistic behaviors, right? And your reflectiveness. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to be patient. You don't want to be loving. You don't want to be unconditional loving. You don't want to be godly. You want to be a peasant. You want to be someone who doesn't love themselves enough to be patient. You was given the love in the beginning that blew your mind, that shook your reality, and you turned away from that just to go and see if a soulmate fits it again because you don't want to accept the fact that you on a journey. This is a tough journey, y'all, but this is something worth fighting for. I'm telling you to go out there and fight these karmics. Don't do none of that. Fight the battle in your mind to unprogram, unfuck yourself from the reality that's fucked you all your life. I'm just gonna go and get me a soulmate. You know what a soulmate is? They're a karmic lesson. Soulmate is just the way to cover it up. The way to cover it up. Oh, this is a karmic. This is a soulmate here. Because then you're gonna go for one. You need permission from the public to approve of this karmic lesson and call it a soulmate. You say the same shit about a karmic lesson that you say about a soulmate. Oh, I'm just here to learn. Learn what? What are you going to learn from the soulmate that you ain't learning from your twin flame? You don't want to learn shit. You don't want to learn shit. That's why you run to a fucking soulmate or what you believe is a soulmate and karmic disguise. It's karmic and soulmate disguise. Stop fooling yourself. It's either you met the person that you're designed for or you didn't. You're either a real person on this journey or you're not. Because I told you guys, the community has been infiltrated with a bunch of obsessive, delusional ass karmic frequency. This is why it's so easy. It's easy for people to just move on to a soulmate. I'm just gonna go with the soulmate. Now people ain't gonna like this shit, but it's the truth. You can't tell me that you gonna go and deal with a soulmate because your karmic, because your divine partner don't want you. It's a reflection. You don't want your partner don't want you. So instead of you guys doing the work within yourselves, that 5D ain't going nowhere. That 4D ain't going nowhere. It never did. It always was there. So why would you go and lay up next to somebody willing because you're egotistical and you're at your lower state of mindset, and then you blame the masculine, female or male, for not wanting you, but yet you reflect. It's a mirror. What do y'all not know what a mirror is? Hmm? You love but hate him but love him. You don't know what a mirror is. So you go hide under a rock right? Go hide under a karmic rock, paint it up real nice and sweet. Now listen, this is deep. We get married to these karmics. We have children by these karmics. What do we learn? You learn that this person you laid up with, you married, you had children with, you dated for so many years, was never the one. That's punishment. That's punishment. And you know what that means? You've been living a lie. So how can you guide others to live a lie too? I'm not going to guide none of y'all down that path. I'm going to tell you to fight for truth. Yes, it's going to take patience. It may take a whole lifetime. But if you really got that connection with God, you will never feel alone. Not the way that you desire. You only feeling physically alone because you want sex, for God's sake. You want to get that, you want your pussy beat, and you want pussy, and it's just crazy. All that for that. You want to control someone. All that for that. So we out here living in a world of chaos because people don't want to do the work. So they want to go and lay up with somebody else's twin flame, right? And say it's okay because that's a soulmate to me. No, you're dealing with a karmic situation. Say it as it is. You're a sheep in wolf clothing, and eventually your actions will speak for itself. I get it, y'all. I get it. But this doesn't have shit to do with the worldly shit we deal with every day. This connection ain't going nowhere. So how you going to try to break something that's not going nowhere? It's been there before you met the physical self. It was there before that. It was there in your past life. It's going to be there in your next life. So you got to learn from this twin flame. You want to go learn with a soulmate. What are you going to learn with a soulmate? Love? They're not that's not real. It's an illusion. So what are they going to do? Paint the illusion of what love looks like to you? Let's keep it real. Soulmates cheat. Then you'll be better off dealing with your real journey. Twin flames is just another name for the one. Because before twin flames, there was soulmate. See, they make names for all this shit, honestly. But the one is always going to be the one. Whether they could be the opposite of anything. They're going to be because you're in balance, right? I'm not. Let me give you my disclaimer. I'm not telling you to stay with a toxic person. I'm telling you to love yourself. And if me telling you to love yourself enough to know your worth, to say, you know what, I was shown the truth. You don't love God enough to say, you know what, I know I trust God that we good. It's not good enough for you. You want the devil's tea. You want to sip that devil's tea and lay up with these slash karmic slash soulmates to learn what? Love? You're learning love with your twin flame. You're learning how to the greatest love of all, honestly, 5D, 4D, unconditional love. But because they're not reflecting that on the 3D, you give up. Shows you very weak. Shows you're not patient with yourself. Shows you're not patient with God. Right? And I know it's hard. I go through it too. I'm on the journey, for God's sakes. I've been there, done that. It's never gonna be the same, no matter how you fake it. If you're a fake ass motherfucker, you'll smile and pretend that this is great. But you'll always have that feeling in the back of your heart, knowing that you live in a lie. I don't want that. I was faced with the truth, and it is what it is. Yeah, I have times where 3D kick in, ego kick in, and I want to be loved on that level of compassion, physical compassion. Yes, I understand that. But the body is temporary. The soul is infinite. When you're no longer, you have to think beyond the self. You can live in the here and now. People think living in the here and now, oh, we got to lay next to somebody every night in the here and now. You get up, you go to work, you take care of your family. Okay, if you're single, you ain't got no kids, you get up, you go to work, go jogging and shit, whatever y'all do on your end time. But guess what? You got to sleep sometime. You got to go to sleep sometime. And you know what happens when you go to sleep? You go back to the other realm. You face the reality of the other realm. You got to reenact half of the shit you messed up in this round. Okay? You wake up every morning to do what? To continue to live a lie you know that's not real? Who does that? There will be many names to come and many names that has gone when it comes to this connection. The one is the one, whether we like it or not. The universe, spirit, knows what's best for you. If the body is toxic, okay, it will let you know it's toxic. But you don't have to go through a whole life trying to find soulmates slash karmics to fill that void because you desire physical flesh around you because you need to be with someone. Why do you need to be with anybody? Why do you need to have sex with anybody? Procreation is one thing, but what's the real reason you don't want to be alone? Address that. Why do you not want to be alone with yourself? Why? Ask yourself that. Why do you need to go and feel the void with a soulmate slash karmic? Because that's what it is, a karmic lesson. You're gonna get in this soulmate relationship, right? What you believe soulmate relationship. You guys gonna be happy. You're not gonna cheat on you, right? But you forget the realm has temptation. And in these days, temptation has gotten stronger and stronger to the point they don't need you to entertain them. And this is why a lot of people are not getting married. This is why a lot of us can't even stay in a relationship long enough. You're not dealing with the battle at hand. You're just covering it up, sweeping it under a rug, because you don't want to fight the spiritual warfare that we're going through. You don't want to manifest. You want to misguide, mislead others to do the same shit you're doing because it sounds good. Misery loves company, right? Somebody tell you to love yourself, fight for your journey, be patient because it don't look right on this realm. But yet when you go to the 4 or 5D, they up there trying to tell you, explain to you what's going on with the physical body. You asked, you received it. You asked for the one, you received it, and you don't want to do the work. The realm has to be fixed in order for us to be one with our partner. The realm has to be fixed. Women shouldn't be on social media naked. Women shouldn't be on social media naked. Even if you're married, in a relationship, whatever, it's going to be this exact shit that's going to destroy your relationship. Just one sight out of a off this social media shit of another female half naked and shit. Boom, they're distracted, drawn in. A lot of these physical males are not strong enough. A lot of these males are not driven by God. They're driven by lust. Okay? A lot of these males have demons to fight. So where you're gonna find, not saying that they don't exist, but let's keep it real. My jury, okay? The majority are overly sexualized demons, right? That's why we can't fulfill our purpose. But you don't want to go that far into the reality. You don't want to go that far into the journey, right? Because it will expose you as it's supposed to do. It will expose your wicked ways as it's supposed to. It's exposing your wicked ways. It's telling you you don't walk in faith. If you settling for a soulmate, you settling for the devil's second choice. Because God gave you one choice and one choice only. You accept the devil's, you're accepting what the devil told you. I give you somebody. I give you somebody who's gonna love you. But hey, it might be might have a few baggages on them too. But God said, you know what, this is a connection here, right? Nobody's perfect on this planet. Shit, you not, I'm not, they're not, because we all fell for temptation along the way, right? But the goal is to find your way back to oneness. And you will find, when you find your way back to oneness, you will realize there was never a separation. When you realize this person is soulless, and many others that do this, what they do is soulless, you run from your twin flame just to run into a soulmate and karmic that does the same shit. That doesn't make sense. There's not that many twin flames marrying because they stuck in the illusion of lust, where the round tells them you got the free will to do whatever you want. Go and fuck all the bitches you want. Okay? It's all yours for the taking. God didn't tell them that they had free will to do that. If that was the case, you wouldn't be here. See, the devil is crafty, and a lot of y'all still walk behind the devil asking for a godly connection that you can't handle. See, God gave you something that God knew you can handle. Most High, whatever you want to call your whatever you want to call it, gave you something that they knew you can handle, right? Some people will say, well, everything happens for a reason, Essence. Does it? It's called a detour. You went on a detour. You went on a detour, and now you're here, right? But you're still going to face the facts. You're going to face the facts when you go to sleep. You're going to face the facts when you wake up. You're going to face the facts when you're no longer in the physical form. You're going to face the facts. You're going to meet the maker who made you and designed your path for you. Only God can break you free from this. And if you was tuned into your God the way that y'all say y'all are, you wouldn't desire the physical flesh as much. You would be like, you know what? If I ain't got my masculine, I got God. I got faith. But today we're toxic with it. We toxic. We're gonna, you know, if you tell somebody, you gotta understand, how can you shed these karmics off your masculine? It's by showing what it's like to have patience. It's showing them what it's like to have faith, because that's what they don't have. They don't have patience and they don't have faith. When you're floating in the karmic frequency, this is what you're doing. You're not living in God frequency. If you're living, you know, when someone's living in God frequency, they would not second guess shit because they have the faith. And that's what the universe, spirit, the most high God, whatever you want to call it, is telling you. If you walk in faith, you'll have everything you need. If your partner walks in faith, you have everything you need. If they choose not to walk in faith, you will know why they don't walk in faith. Because they're toxic, because they're disconnected from God, because they're living in a karmic world, in a karmic illusion. There's nothing wrong. You can never go wrong when you walk in faith. Believe that, right? So when I tell you, no, I'm just going to take the easy route, you believe you're taking the easy route, just dealing with a soulmate slash karmic. You're not. You're wasting time. Because what it's not teaching you to love you. You're filling a void with somebody else to do it for you. And that's where you waste your time. People say, well, since I've been on this journey for over 27 years, 30, 3, 4, 5 years. Well, that's how long it's taking you to find self-love. Your partner did exactly what they came into your life to do. Wake you up. If you both woke up and decided, and you both decided that you both are too good for the reality that it is best for y'all to stay together. That's what happens. But one or two still love the entertainment they pushing out, still in the club, partying, drinking, still on social media, twerking, getting these DMs, all that, doing the DMs. You're loving the reality. You're gonna suffer in it. You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't want to walk away from it. So it's very much a difference between those two. Somebody on the twin flame journey, you walk in faith. You lead by faith. You live by faith. Even if you are physically alone. If you believe that this is it, you will be a karmic person who just thinks that this is it. This connection is infinite. It's beyond this physical fucking shit y'all think it is. And you have to live according to that. Okay, well, if things don't work out in this lifetime, maybe it'll work out in the next. But be a part of the change in this realm. Because when you come back again and you was part of the demise, you're gonna live in a world of demise. Be a part of the change. Don't go settling for soulmates and karmics because they're filling a void for you because you believe that you gotta have somebody next to you. You believe this. No, yeah, where is y'all discipline? You lack discipline. You used to getting what you want. Some of y'all, I don't know about everybody. Females, we got it easy. We go out here, and men just always want to give up the number, always access to all kinds of shit. Where the discipline at? You gotta walk amongst this planet like you're a goddess and you're a god, a king and a queen. You got to know your worth. You got to walk. You got to live it. You can't manifest true love living a karmic lifestyle. You can't manifest that way. When you manifest, when you say to yourself, I give up, the devil's going to grab your ass and say, here, I'll give you somebody. I'll give you somebody who's going to do you however they're going to do you, but they damn sure ain't going to love you because they wasn't designed to. They're going to tolerate you, and you're going to call it love. It's a journey worth fighting for when you see the bigger picture of it. When you do your research, a lot of y'all at the beginning stages where you found them, you saw them, they didn't treat you right, they shitted on you, you blame the physical body for being detached from its soul. You don't believe that people can be soulless. Well, this is a prime example that the world is full of people that's soulless. You think this is why it's very important to be patient because you will use this for when you go out in the world and you know that every man or every woman that try to talk to you ain't the one. But what do they want to do when they come to you? They just want some sex. They want to waste your time. They want to use you. And you're okay with that. You accept a soulmate, you're okay with that. You accept a karmic, you're okay with that. Why won't you accept the one? Why won't you fight that battle with the one? Why would you just let a random soulmate, a random karmic to just walk all over you and then complain? That's very narcissistic. You don't get your way, so you want to go off, get somebody else willing. That's not a battle worth fighting for there. That karmic shit or that soulmate shit ain't a battle worth fighting for because the universe is always going to show you, no matter how you feel, this person ain't the one, and you're gonna live with that. If you already did it before you met them, that's one thing. If before you met them, you did not know better. But when you now have the knowledge and you now have the soul recognition, according to the universe, you know better. But choosing otherwise is no different from the devil. Choosing otherwise because you want your pussy beat, or if you're a male, you just want some pussy, or if you're in between, you just want to control someone. You just want to have power over somebody. You're codependent. When you're on the twin flame journey, guess what? You're alone, right? In the beginning, you're crossing over. You don't have to tolerate that shit anymore. You don't have to tolerate nobody lying to you because you know. You don't have to tolerate somebody just laying up with you knowing that they just want sex. You know. You know this person can't love you because they wasn't designed to. You would know this. All the shit you say you hate about your twin flame slash the one is what you're gonna reflect into another relationship. Then you're gonna wish you never did that because it's gonna traumatize you even more. I guarantee you, it's gonna traumatize you even more, and you're gonna wish that you just stuck it out. What are you gonna learn from this soulmate? Huh? Going out to the movies, hanging, chilling, cuddling. That's what you want. You want the illusional lifestyle that the round placed for you. You gotta understand. There is a God, there is a devil. There is a good and there is a bad. There is a high, there is a low. And whatever frequency you rocking at, if you choose not to rock with the one, anything after that is below. I don't care how you cover it. I don't care if you call these karmics soulmates, because you know good and well you ain't gonna like it when your masculine calls this person who you know is a karmic, who you know is a lie, a soulmate. It will hurt you. So once y'all both break this illusion, get rid of that doubt, get rid of that jealousy, get rid of that envy. You're no longer drinking, smoking, living toxic. You're healing yourself. You're being a part of the change. You're a seed that's now growing. You're not a seed that's just sitting there. You're a seed that's now blossoming. You're changing. You're elevating. You're not hanging around with these same toxic people who think that way anymore. You'll accept being alone as a blessing. You wouldn't accept filling a void as a life lesson. They're not the ones to teach you shit. Your twin is supposed to teach you. It hurt. It hurt you. So learn your lessons. Okay? Learn your lesson. It's for soul elevation. It's to break the paradigm. It's to break that old paradigm. Do your work. Stop worrying about who said what said who's doing this and who's doing that. What are you learning? How do you feel? You still get hurt? Well, here's some more pain. Face the real reality. Running off to somebody else who's going to fill that void is not going to make it better. It's going to still be a void in your heart. It was a void in your heart this whole time. Your twin flame came and showed you and gave you the real raw truth that you have control of issues, that you have abandonment issues, that you still have childhood wounds you got to heal, that you're really not ready for love the way you say you are. It's time to wake up. That's the only way this planet's going to change. Everybody's waiting for the return of what they believe is Christ, okay? But the only way it's going to return is soul coming back into the body. That is the way Christ is going to return back into your life, is if you accept. If you accept. And for those who do not want to accept the challenge, will suffer harder, believe it or not. You will suffer in the illusion that you're trying to paint. Because at the end of that, it's going to be revealed that you have not lived according to your true purpose. Go back down there and do it again. I don't want to come back. I want to go on to the next round. Don't bring me back here to 3D. I want to go 5D and up. Prepare yourself. Your vibration will lead you where you're going to come. Okay? Build it up strong enough to take you both because it is a soul thing before it's a physical. If you're physical and you're just 3D and your vibration is low and you both stay disconnected and on a soul aspect, you're not accepting each other beyond, you're not breaking the realm, you're going to come back. You're going to manifest back because you're vibing so low. You want to vibe at a higher level so that way you don't have to come back here and do this shit all over again. You could carry you both on, carry you both on because you're one already. You're just in two separate bodies. This is a game, okay? The way you play to win is not the way you think it is. It's not to cheat and connive on people. It's not to hurt and lie to people. It's not to keep people disconnected from themselves. It's to keep people whole. The game is to get you through in one piece. Okay? The realm has got tricky. All right? It's got tricky. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's real shit, y'all. It's real shit. You're alone right now because you have to be. You have to be. You can't cross over with baggage on you. You have to let go. It hurts. I know. Shit, you gotta even let your twin back. You gotta let him go. You gotta let her go. Physically. And you gotta move forward. You gotta get to that next round. Because you're getting closer and closer to the light. And it's important that we do that. Come up out of the hell. All right? Hell is a repeated, okay, cycle of illusion, right? Your twin flame set you free. It showed up into your realm and showed you what real love was. What real love was. You looked at your boyfriend, your exes. You was like, "Damn, this is some love worth fighting for." You had that feeling, but then reality kicked in, which is both of you both had physical responsibilities that you had to take care of, and it kicked in, and then it boom. But you had it. You know what it's like. You were shown what it was like. You know the feeling. You still want that. So you fight for that. Can no other being give you this? Can no other being give you this? I'm not telling you to chase their physical form. This is not about chasing the form, physical form, stalking the physical form. It's not about none of that. This connection was divine. The kiss of truth. It was from the upper realm. It was something beyond the physical flesh, clearly, because you're not having it according to the 3D. You've met the shell of this person. They met the shell of you. You was awakened, which means you manifested into your body once you accepted the love of your God, which is your true self, you manifested in the body. But where were you the whole time? Where were you the whole time? Living in an illusion, dating whoever you wanted to date, breaking up with whoever you wanted to break up with, having children, getting married to whoever you wanted until this person came into your life and shook your whole reality for a reason. Told you was living a lie. Then you was okay. Well, if I'm living a lie, then why are you living a lie? Y'all both have to shed that shit. You both have to shed it. So if one wakes up before the other, which means learn before the other, elevate you both. The body will start to ask questions. You're asking questions. Just pay attention to your healing of your physical form, and stop paying so much attention to their healing and their physical form, because that's where you lose your way and you go into their Pandora's box and you're playing according to their game. Now you're a third party in the third party situation where he can't tell the difference between you and this person because you're not shedding of light. You're actually just blending in with the karmic. You're blending in with the soulmate. You feel what I'm saying? You're not of God if you're not living and walking of God. You're not walking with that light inside you. Your flame ain't lit. People try to put that shit out. No, you can't put it out. You can only dim it. But it ain't gonna never go out. Your flame was lit higher. That shit, that fuel just zoop higher. This ain't no fucking game. This ain't no game. Well, I mean, like, it's a game, but I'm saying, like, it's not like something to play with, okay? This is real. It's not something you can just deny. It's easy to deny a soulmate. It's easy to deny a karmic. We're used to doing that. But you can't deny this. This is something that you just can't. If you deny them on a 3D, they will come to you in 4D. They will be all up in your head. They will be talking to you. You'll be looking around. Who the fuck was that? You hear them call your name. You're having conversations in your dreams. So you got to master how to, slow your dreams down enough where you can actually have a real conversation with this person and really do some healing. Okay? It's nothing to play with, man. This is not permanent. This is why we transition. This is why we know. This is why we're born and we die, because the body is temporary. You're here to have an experience. You're not here to fuck off. You're fighting the battle, the spiritual warfare. You came here to do that. You came here to come and wake each other up, come and shake each other. If I'm living a lie, I'm fucking with somebody I know ain't who. If I get caught up, this is the agreement that y'all made. Y'all made this agreement. If I do this and do that, you come in and you shake my fucking world up and you remind me what I'm here to do. That's your goal. That was your fucking agreement. And it did what it's supposed to do as according to your blueprint. And it started. Now you do your work. Now you wake up and you remind yourself why you're here. But if you're still stuck in the illusion, after all of that, you're either choosing to be or you're not dealing with a true soulmate, a true twin flame. You're just dealing with a soulmate who you're obsessed with because you're happy that they're filling that void inside your broken heart, and they're not really teaching you anything. They're just pampering they're just healing you. And when they leave you, they're gonna rip that hole right open because you gave them too much of your power. That's what you're doing. You gotta heal that heart. Put that whole heart, heal that heart. Align your kundalinis and your chakras up. Align them, right? They all should be ringing at the same damn time, at the same vibration. That's wholeness. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. This ain't nothing. This is just not something you can just laugh about. This ain't something you can just run from. You hide under a rock, but somebody go pick that rock up and see you and expose you regardless. So stop running around here talking about, well, the universe gave me a soulmate. No, the universe didn't give you that. You gave you that. You know what the universe gave you? The universe gave you the one. And you chose not to go down that route because you are of the world. You are a worldly man or worldly woman. You are a mere man or a mere woman trying to be of this fucking bullshit that they place upon you. You don't know what real love is. You're just going to chase somebody to fill your heart. And that's what the fuck you're gonna do. You're gonna love hip hop the shit. You're gonna go hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, whatever fuck it is you listen to. You're gonna be programmed. You're gonna listen to the television to tell your vision. You're gonna do all that silly shit, and you're not gonna go within because you don't know how to go within. You didn't learn shit. Your soulmate can't teach you how to go within. Your soulmate doesn't teach you shit. Your what you would call soulmate karmic energy ain't gonna teach you shit, but that you wasting your time with them. With a twin flame connection, you're not wasting time. Every moment counts. But see, you don't know the levels that you don't know how to shift. You don't know how to shift. You're always with each other. You always have been. You always knew in the back of your head that there was somebody back there guiding you to them. Then when they guide you to them, they show you with their bodies like, you, oh my shit, oh shit, hell no. Let me get the hell away from this guy. He's toxic. Cool, get away from him. But still don't take it back that he's the one. He's just the one that has issues that he has to face. Demons. He's got to shed. She has demons. She has said, you have demons. You have to shed. We all been fucking lied to at birth. Grew up and around, still living in it, and we fight. You fight. Giving up, talking about you gonna go get you a you listen. Hey, you gave up the fight, get out the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. You weak. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna marry this soulmate real quick. Cause guess what? This soulmate filling my voids. Cause I ain't want to fill my voids on my own. Your twin flame cannot fill your void. You have to be whole within yourself. They have to be whole within themselves for y'all to come together. If you choose to accept a soulmate karmic to fill your voids, then there is no need for me to be telling you, or there's no need for you to be here on this channel. This channel is for people who are really on this journey, who really want to do this work, who really want to get beyond the bullshit and really want to heal. This is about self love. Self love to heal your own voids in your heart and heal your own voids in your needs, wants, and desires in this physical realm. Getting a husband, getting a wife is nothing but two people filling each other's voids instead of one person filling their own voids of their own. People are getting more divorced today than they are getting married, whether they don't matter who they are. And it's popular. It's popular to be toxic. No, it's not popular to be toxic. You believe it's toxic when you're dealing with a twin flame journey because you're bringing everybody into your connection that don't know what the connection is really about. Because like minds know what you have to do. Like minds know the journey. Told you this connection has been infiltrated with people who prefer their soulmates, who prefer a life partner who is not of their life partnership. So, in order to get rid of these fake false twins, is to stand up for truth. Don't be a part of their little, I'm just gonna go over here because he doesn't want me over there. Don't be a part of that shit. Don't be a karmic. You stay your ass in your divine frequency. Don't get off your throne. I'm telling you, that's what make you different from the rest. It's not that easy to walk away. It wasn't designed that way. It wasn't designed easy for you to walk away. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, well, the universe designed you to meet this person. No, they didn't design you to meet any of these motherfuckers. The goal is to get through life, get through these devils. See, the devil gonna be crafty and tell you this shit. The devil gonna tell you you were supposed to meet Bobby, Amber, Tom, Dick, and Harry, whatever the fuck it is y'all going through to help you grow. But yet, you ain't learned shit from the motherfuckers before your twin. Do the math. You ain't learned shit before you met your twin. When you met your twin, they showed you. Your twin showed you. You ain't learned shit from your exes. Waste of your time. You ain't learned shit, right? This is why, this is where healing come in. This is where you face the facts that you fucked up. This is what you do. This is what divides you from the fake twins and the real ones. This is not something you just walk away from. Only way you can escape in a way is if you get yourself connected to God enough with God say, I see you doing your work. Let me lighten up your load. You can't lighten up your load trying to get a soulmate, karmic, whatever, to fill that void. Because the universe is going to punish you even more. They're going to let you live in your little illusion. 15, 20 years down the line, bam, here you're twin again. Holy shit. Just another reminder. You're going to be broken. You got to heal that void. Only you. Only you. They got to heal their void. You can't heal his. He can't heal yours. All right? It's a lot of shit going on in the community that everybody want a part of it. Everybody want a part of it. You did your research. You know what's real and what's not. That is the goal to this twin flame journey. What's real, what's not. It shake your whole reality. But then again, you've been lied to. Your twin came in your life and told you the truth about the reality, right? You shook the shit out of them too. Believe that or not, you shook the shit out of them too. They want to know if they can find more women like you before they settle down with you, just like you. They want to creep off with a soulmate slash karmic frequency. All they're gonna learn is that they're wasting their time. Y'all like, oh, I'm gonna waste my time worrying about my twin flame. You don't need to worry about your twin flame because the soul will tell you everything. The soul will tell you when it's time to worry. The soul will tell you when you don't need to worry. But you don't know that because you're basing it off the physical union. You're basing it off the physical illusion. When the masculine's body drop or the feminine body drop, you still have the soul. You'll love the soul. Just picture yourself, okay? And I'm not telling you you're manifesting it, but see it like that. See it as if you were with someone and they're no longer there, but you're still connected to them because that's what you're going through. You go through many lives doing this shit. That's why you recognize each other. Now this is for those who are on this journey for real. I don't care about some false twins in here trying to get information like a narc would, just try to stalk and harass their prey. No, I'm talking to those who need this message. If you don't resonate with it, it ain't for you. It's real. It's not fake. A fake person will tell you something's fake. This shit is real. You can't discuss this shit with your parents. You can't discuss this shit with them. You could talk about it. You'll talk about it. Some people will, oh, you just need to let go. Let go, that's fine. But they know this is not something you can let go because it's part of you. You can't let go of something that's part of you. The physical flesh is not part of you. It's the soul. It's a part of you. The body does what it does because it's in limbo. It's not a part of you. That's why it does its own thing. But y'all think, oh, they're doing it because they hate me. They hate me. They prefer to be with this karmic. But you know there's a difference going on there. You know there's a difference between what's going on with the masculine and the feminine. You can sense that something's not right. When you're in their presence and stuff, you can sense that they're not. You don't see the soul. You see a shell. You see empty soul. You see an empty soulless vessel. So what you know this empty soulless vessel is bound to do something very toxic because it's misguided. It leads by entertainment of the physical bullshit. It leads by a bitch walking down a block, you want to go holler. It leads by inboxing, DMing motherfuckers. It leads by bitches running around here with half naked clothes on. It leads by shit like that. It's not led by God. So what do you say to yourself? This is a mere man, mere woman. He doesn't have control of his body. Look. You gotta like this spiritual battle is real because you every day have to deal with your ego. You face the same challenges. Excuse me, y'all. Look at my son. What? All right. So you face the same challenges your masculine does. But the difference between you, okay, listen to me carefully. The difference between you choosing to accept what is real is the fact that you're willing to wait. Right? But other people fall for their ego. They fall right into the trap, and boom, they end up with a soulmate slash karmic energy, and then call it love. Nah, that's not how you do that. Stop letting people tell you, okay, well you can just no. The karmics is gonna go do that. You know why the karmics gonna do that? Because they wasn't the one in the first place. People that's on this journey know this ain't something you can just let go. This ain't something you want to be in either. But at the end of the day, this is not something you can just easily let go. If their ego said, okay, yeah, just go off, go down, go and meet somebody else, okay. No, soul ain't gonna tell you to do that. Soul gonna tell you to stick it out. I'm here. I still love you. Don't listen to my body. It's out of line. It talks to you. God talks to you. The frequency of God talks to you. It talks to you, and you're ashamed ashamed of it because it hasn't manifested it into the physical realm. You got to start hanging around mature people. Mature people, okay? Stop hanging around little kids, little adult kids, okay? Big kids who ain't learned life yet. You got grown ass men and women out here still children. They just fucking and shit. Still child minded. This is grown adult conversation. This ain't for babies. This ain't for big kids. It's for grown men and women. We out here talking about real love. You manifested it. It came. It showed you. It exists. Think about your life before you met this person. Some people would say my life was so good before I met this. Yo, you were living a lie before you met this person. You were living a whole lie before you met this person. This person came and shook your motherfucking world up, scrambled your shit. You scrambled their shit. You showed them that every motherfucking female they dealt with was never the one. Not that they care anyway, because a lot of these masculines don't care to look for the one. They running. They don't want to stop. They don't want to stop being a whore. Some females don't want to submit and settle down. They don't want to, and that's just it. You know, this is just raw truth, y'all. It's raw truth. You can't cover up the truth with a soulmate and a karmics, whatever the fuck you want to call it, karmic relationships, because that's what it is, and say that this person is the one God sent for you. You confused. The one is the one regardless. That's nothing you can't be confused. You get shocked. You have soul shock. You get soul shocked. A soulmate can't do that shit with you. A soulmate, karmic, all they do is leave your life and you'll get over it within 2, 3 months and you'll be on somebody else's dick trying to call them a soulmate, a twin flame, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the one, until you actually run into the one and show your ass. You should have stopped. You know what I'm saying? For those who've been shown the truth, don't go living a lie. Be strong. Okay? Be strong. I know it's not worth you being heartbroken over a fucking karmic slash soulmate. Don't try to sugarcoat shit. You're on a journey. Deal with it. Okay? Deal with it accordingly. And your life will get better. Trust me. You know? So you gotta do just gotta do your work and heal. And yes, it takes you to be alone to do so. But guess what? You wouldn't be distracted by no soulmate living in your house, lying to you. You won't be dealing with none of that. You're being alone so that you don't have to deal with these things. So you don't have to deal with toxic people. That way you can think. That way you can connect to your God, most high, soulmate, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That way you can connect to the one more. And you can hear when the one is saying, I fucked up physically. This is what you need to do. It will tell you what to do. It will tell you when it's perfect time to call and text them. It will tell you when it's not. This is where via hints to where they be like, oh, you know, I was just thinking about you. You know, we can have connections with people, and it don't make them the one. We can have telepathic connections with, because that's another form. Telepathic connections is another form of communications beyond the physical self. Anybody can do that. This connection here is it's like your twins, two heads, one body. It's like that. But y'all been ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like that. You know, you feel tied to somebody. You feel like there's somebody out there in the world just like you. You just can't you can't put your finger on it. Then when you meet them and you finally got your finger on it, you're like, holy shit. You know? It was real. You know? The connection I was feeling, all that stuff I was feeling since I was a little kid was real. You know? Pay attention. And the only way you're going to be able, this is why the universe always leads you on a lonely journey, because you cannot hear what is going on intuitively if you're distracted by your friends, if you're distracted by your family, if you're distracted by certain places, things, and jobs, whatever. If they will take you out of your environment, out of your element, out of your comfort zone to get you to heed this message. They will do that. So a lot of y'all are lonely and you can't have these conversations with people because they don't understand. You know, you got to sugarcoat it. You got to cover it up, use some kind of different names for it so they won't call you crazy. Who cares? It's not for them. The message is not for them. You never know. They could have probably met their partner and just decided they were going to go and deal with a soulmate slash karmic mate because their partner couldn't get it. This battle is real. It's spiritual warfare first. You have to battle these people who prefer not to accept their partners and do their work and learn how to be alone until the day of the union is to come. We are battling with them. We are at war with them. We are at war with the ones who choose not to accept their fate because they will wander off and go and mess with somebody else's twin flame and call them a soulmate karmic karmic mate. You feel what I'm saying? And here we are today having these conversations because people are physically drained, over controlling, the need to want to be acknowledged by somebody. We lack discipline, self love. So we at war with the lie, the devil, the deceiver of their own mind. And see, they tricky, y'all. Listen, they tricky. But you got it. You got the truth in you. They can't trick you if you stand there. They can't trick you if you in the knowing. They will tell you, they will reverse psychiatry your ass, whatever you want to call it. They will do that to you, right? I was having a conversation with someone, and I said I wanted to be alone. I'm working on me. This is something I've been doing since I was a little ass kid. That my inner voice speaks louder at times. And then something said, just hey, just time to be alone right now. You need to get away. And they flood in. All these energies start flooding in. People just start calling, texting out of nowhere, right? Coming to distract me. And I know because they start to suck towards me. The magnetic pull just starts sucking their ass in. That don't mean everybody's meant to be in your life. You have to learn how to get rid of these people. Hey, I need a break. So here we go, right? Try to teach somebody something. They try to reverse psychology your ass. Oh, I think you're calling out for help. I think you need help. You know what I'm saying? I said, why? Because I told you I want to be alone. Because I want to be alone. See, the last thing they get to throw in your face, like when you're actually self-confident and self-loving, where you actually want to be alone, they can't sit there and say things like, "Oh, that's why you ain't got nobody, and that's why you alone." They can't tell you because you're preferring to be alone. When you prefer to be alone, they don't have shit to say because egotistical devils need company. People need to be around people. But when you're a person who don't care for the company, don't care for the he say she say all day, blah blah blah, you're actually healing yourself. They get upset about that. They get upset when you prefer my than to be fucking off with somebody I know is not designed for me, right? I prefer to fight my journey. I'm more connected to the spirit realm than I am the physical at times. I choose to accept that because it is that that showed me the reality that I'm in was full of shit. Okay? I love the being. I love the reality that showed me this reality was full of shit. Oh, just living in now, just living in life, just living in the now, the way that y'all saying live in the now, the here and the now has been toxified. To live in the here and now is to live YOLO. Is to go party and drink and have fun and fuck whatever you want, fuck and do stupid shit like that and regret it the next day, right? That's what that's what people believe to live in the here and now means. No, to live in the here and now is to ground yourself. Once you uplifted yourself high enough, you ground yourself to pay attention to the smaller things in life, like a rock, the wave, the wind, the fire, the elements. That is to live in the here and now. See people for who they are and not who they portray themselves. That you will pay attention to your intuition first and not second guess yourself later to pay for the price later on. That is living in the here and now. Using your best judgment, even though people say don't judge. You feel what I'm saying? The world telling you free will is free, but yet you get punished for doing shit that you're not supposed to do or for free will. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to pay attention to the spell that's been placed on us all and start breaking ourselves free. People are not going to like what I have to say, but it's the truth. It will all lead you to loving yourself because when you finally love yourself, you don't need somebody to love you. You won't accept the bullshit. You will accept for what it is soul connection, and that's it. You're always going to be solely tied to this person, regardless of who you're dealing with. You're always going to be laid up in bed in heat trying to fulfill a desire that this person next to you that you call a soulmate lover, karmic lover, is not going to fulfill you the way that you are. You are tolerating them. You got somebody else's fucking husband or wife's laying next to you. Shame on you, because you knew better. So when you know better and you don't do better, you become the devil. You don't have to be with red horns, a red face, red horns. You can be just as innocent as you want to look, but do the most wicked shit. People know how to cover that shit up. People know how to wear their mask. People know how to put a veil over you so you can't see their true self. This is what the fucking world has done. They put the veil over your head and told you, shh, God don't exist. But you know what? The devil does. The devil does. No, God exists. And you choose God first. Because God created you. You are somebody who chose to come down into the realm and reneged your purpose and disconnected from your God, which makes you the devil. You've been rejected. And then when the reality kicked in, you had to make a choice. You had to make a choice whether you want to live your true purpose, you want to live in the real world, or you're going to go. Because in the real world, in the real reality, just can you picture the old days, back in the days where, like, can you picture the dudes today and the women today, back in the days, how the world was disciplined, where when you become a devil and you do devilish shit, you got punished. Today, we allow these devils to live longer. We allow these devils to be unpunished. So here we are today battling the difference between love and lust. Here we are battling the difference between a real relationship and a soul relationship. Here we are today battling between good and evil because we allowed the evil to override, okay? And it couldn't take over, but we allowed the good. The more sin is outweighing the good right now. So what do you think the universe is going to do? You think the universe not going to wake up twin flames to tell them to wake the fuck up? We need you to do exactly what we designed you to do. Wake up. We need you to be a part of the change. To be a part of the change don't mean you need to wake up and be with your twin flame every day, all day. It's waking up. We need everybody to wake up. Because if you woke up, you would not commit these sins that's making the scale seem worse and worse. If we don't balance out this scale, some way, how, where they're good, there's more good in this world than there's dark, then we're going to be in a whirlwind of trouble. We're going to be in a world of chaos. Then there's going to be all this plague shit, all this shit, the universe, God, whatever, souls. We're going to tear this motherfucker up for a reset. Be a part of the change, y'all. This ain't no joke. This happened before. It happens plenty of time where worldly men and women become overly lustful. Money is the root of all evil. We got a lot of people doing all kinds of shit for that. Okay? Power is a problem where everybody wants power over another. That's a problem. Sex is a problem. We can't even overcome our sexual demons. So, money, sex, drugs, and all this weirdo, wicked shit we do to supposedly get us to connect to God, all this shit we doing is not getting us to connect to the highest self. That's why it's the root of all evil. People would say, people have a lot of excuses. A lot of these masculines have this excuse, and some of these feminine masculines have some of these excuses too, where you talk about gotta have a certain amount of money to be able to take care of my partner. There's people out here loving just being with each other. If you got each other, then none of that shit, like, it will come in due time. No, I gotta have a good job. I gotta have this and I gotta have that. Yes, a man's supposed to supply for his children as well as a woman's supposed to supply for her babies and so on and so forth. Yes. But when it becomes the leading aspect in your life, the imbalancedness come in because then they prefer. Now we at a stage today where a lot of masculines prefer to have the money before they actually can have the love in their life. And guess what? They chasing the money train all their life, right? They ain't gonna never settle down because they're never gonna be financially stable enough. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Then you have those who are overly sexualized, sex addicts. nymphos and shit. A lot of y'all females are nymphos. This is why you're having a hard time accepting your fate, because some of y'all are sex addicts and nymphos on the low. You're a freak in the sheets. You might be a freak in the street, but you're a freak in the sheets, and you need to control that. See, they made being you this shit is cool until you can't find a husband. You know what I'm saying? So here we are today, where we can't find a husband, no matter how much you twerk, no matter how much you do and fuck whatever the hell you can't find a man, because now everybody wants taste, right? And you got, well, what we talked about money, sex, and then we got drugs. High as a kite, connecting to their higher self, my ass. They're dumbing down the body. The brain has time to think. They're numbing, they're doing shit like I told you, the weed that they're smoking today is not normal. You're smoking chemicals that's killing the body. It's numbing your body where your brain has time to think. So when people say, "Oh, I'm getting high," no, you're not getting high. You killing yourself. You just numbed your body. What you did was you just smoked a chemical that put your body to at ease. It told you it was weed or cannabis or whatever the fuck you think it is. It's not. It's processed in the fucking lab. Let's keep it real. And it smells like pneumonia. It smells like bleach, Clorox, whatever the fuck you. It smells like that. Pine. Not telling you my disclaimer. Don't do that. Don't go do it. But let's keep it real. So people say, "Oh, it's cool. Just go be. It's cool to be a dumbass. It's cool to be a dumbass. Weak as fuck." You got some that's energetic, some that's energizing, where they get you up and get you going. Yes, but still, it's not organic. It's not natural. You can do that naturally. You can meditation. Okay, once you get low on that weed and that shit start to come on down, you lose color. You start to get dumb again. Forget everything. Got to get high again. When you connect with the gods today, it's not making you intelligent enough to realize your reality is fake. But the twin flame did. Shook your ass. All elements of your body. All elements of your body. That shit was powerful. Shit was powerful. So why would we deny this shit? Because we want to be entertained. Because the reality told us that, oh, we got to entertain ourselves. I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but it's happening now. You barely can go out to the club. You barely can. So what I'm saying here is already manifesting. You barely can go to the club and conversate without people being stuck in their phones, being tied to AI. Okay, come on, socialism my ass. There's this shit here. People are not talking no more. People are just all on the phone, and then when you meet them in person, they're different. But anyway, I hope y'all get the point of what I'm talking about. Y'all put the two and two together, but don't accept a false reality because it suits you. All right, accept your fate for what it is. Be a leader like that. Right. So I love y'all. Stay blessed. Okay. Peace. Love yourself.